You know, it's been bandied around that the recent game LEGO Batman 2 DC Superheroes is the first LEGO game to feature full voice acting. While it is indeed the first LEGO tie-in game from Traveler's Tales on the heels of LEGO Star Wars to have voice acting, it is far from the first LEGO game to have voices. In fact, to find the first one, let's go back. Way back. All the way back to the year 1997 when the first LEGO game ever developed was released. LEGO Islands was a joint production between the fledgling LEGO Media Game Studio and the Software Toolworks division of publisher Mindscape, then best known for developing the Mavis Beacon Teaches Typing and Chessmaster programs, and was a massive undertaking for the joint team. When production began, the technology was so limited compared to their vision of the finished product that the team debated writing up a custom 3D engine for the game, similar to id Software's work in Quake, just to create the game. A discussion that led to the entire decision to develop a fully 3D game becoming an intense debate among the Mindscape administrators. The decision was ultimately made to use a new 3D software, Microsoft's DirectX, to render an entire island in 3 dimensions in real time. With a developmental eye on the children who would be the ones most likely to pick up a LEGO game, the game would be produced with full voice acting, eliminating the need for kids to read any text while playing the game. A small cadre of actors were brought on board to voice things ranging from Hollywood talent all the way down to members of the writing staff. New software was written that would automatically sync characters' facial and mouth movements with the dialogue, while eye animations and body movements were animated by hand. The software was even designed so that language alterations could be configured into it, making translation a snap. As development went on, the game hit quite a few snags along the way, forcing development to cut out many planned features through testing, beta, and right up to release, leaving mentions of game features that no longer existed in official blurbs, game manuals and guides, and even in the game itself. And while the game did well and is remembered and loved even to this day, it did not do well enough to justify the team's plans for a much longer series of games, the first of which only got to the initial planning stages before it was canned. Eventually, in 2001, a sequel was released, LEGO Island 2: Brickster's Revenge, which had been developed by an almost entirely different team from the first game, with only the lead writer returning, and was a disastrously rushed product when it hit shelves, plagued with bad controls, bad world coding and scripting, and load times that made Sonic 2006 look decent by comparison. And for heaven's sake, don't mention the fishing minigame. Another follow-up, LEGO Island Extreme Stunts, was released the following year and was plagued with bugs that caused frequent crashes, a problem fixed with the help of patches which are no longer available. It is, by most accounts, a better game than the second, but by its release, most of the company had moved on to more lucrative deals with other LEGO properties, especially licensed ones, and the franchise will probably never be seen again. Overall, LEGO Island is a game with a legacy worth remembering. A fun game that, while not necessarily innovative or game-changing, definitely showed that just because a game is developed with kids in mind, it doesn't necessarily have to be lazily done or boring, a lesson unfortunately undermined by its sequel. The game doesn't necessarily hold up today with dated graphics and compatibility issues abounding on newer machines, but is a great piece of nostalgia, especially for fans who played it while they were young and come back to the game after many years away, only to understand and delight in the game's 2 strongest points, the writing and the voice acting. And the music is pretty good too. So, you want to come along as I go and explore this island again for myself? I hope you do, because